I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
Peace, 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 family. Peace, family. Poor City coming right black at y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Just left the TikTok live right now, trying to get the YouTube live jumping. I'm trying to see if I can share my screen on what's going on. You know, on what's going on. Peace, peace, peace to the chat. Peace to everybody. Peace. What's going on? Peace, 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 fam. I gotta see if y'all can hear this. I don't know if it's gonna work, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if y'all can hear the live. Yeah, everybody, just me and you, yo. And 4 other people chilling. Shout out to y'all. Shit, I'm trying to see if I can share my screen. I don't know if y'all gonna hear this or not. Is it? Hang on, y'all. I'm trying to get my screen. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Yeah. Peace to the chat, yo. Peace to the chat, y'all. Peace, family. Peace, family. I know I ain't saying shit. What's up, Mr. Robinson in the house?
What's going on?
What's up, brother? Hey, I'm trying to see if I can shit a live on TikTok. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Keep the audience captivated, man. If you don't mind, brother. Welcome.
Where's
Damn.
my man talking all that cash money want? And I got all
Yeah, he
this to
come on
say.
here, man. I'll let y'all. Yeah. Let me know if you see him. I'll let him in. Why this shit don't work? Y'all tripping. Oh, that's garbage.
Where he at?
Why my damn shit don't pick up the live, y'all?
Hey, Lily. Yeah, I got you on that. I'm gonna let me see. Oh, I can send it to you now. I'm talking about that slave breeding article, right?
Why can't I can't hear the live even if I wanted to. Ain't that a bitch?
Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So I got this one.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
What was
Oh,
he, a
shoot.
general?
We ain't talking about the same
Oh,
dude. I
dang.
thought
Tacitus was talking about. He's in Tacitus' works.
It's
Did B for all
too.
leave?
She's still up there. Dang, it's
All
too
right, what
much.
you got, Big Bad Wolf?
Any more questions before I hop down, you guys?
What's up? What's up? Are you good?
It's
Y'all, port is live if y'all want to go
the
over
link's
there.
too much.
I don't know.
I'm going over there right now. Let's see.
Hey, Lily. The
Peace, family. Come on over here, Port City Vibe.
Yeah, I guess some people
the
that
link's too much
don't
in the
have
comments.
followers, like this Carolina Indian, is supposed to go over there.
Carolina
I'm
Indian,
waiting
come
for
on over
Ernie
here.
to
We waiting for you.
pop up. I don't think Ernie's popping up.
Yeah, anybody can come over there for real.
Yeah, straight up.
It's a safe place. You can put all your sources up in a click of a button.
I got something to show y'all over there. I'll go over there.
We can find it for you. If you can't find it, we'll read it. If you don't want to read it, all that.
Can you hear me, dog? Can you hear me, Rob? Can y'all hear me? Check one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hear
never
you.
heard that, Vance. I've never heard Morris pulling white people out of anything. Yeah, he on YouTube, Jay.
Is this it?
Like the more have a historical. Say that again.
I said I always thought they got dropped off because the universe didn't like them, and somebody just dumped them off on us, and we had.
What? Guys almighty, man.
The Morris got a historical evidence that they were a certain place, but the Moors here in America, they listened to the Noble Drew Ali, the Circle 7 Quran, and then they start matching the Theosophic societies and the esoteric societies information into their stuff, because a lot of them, they're stuck on Jesus, and they're like the missing chapters of Jesus's life is in Asia, where he went from 13 to 33, and that's all
Right.
what they want to believe,
You
because
guys
they
like
saw
the video,
Krishna's
fam.
story.
Like the video.
So a lot of the stuff that they're talking about, they inserted that from another person's doctrine.
All right, Lily, I'm
That's
gonna
what
put it
it
in
was.
two halves because it's
Like,
too much.
They still stuck on Madame Blavatsky, Aleister Crowley. They're still stuck on that. They've never given it up. That's where Noble Drew Ali got his information from. But you guys don't know it because y'all don't want to sit there and do the research of Noble Drew Ali,
All
the
right,
dude that was selling
get a
snake.
copy, all of that.
No, he was. What was he? He was selling. What was he selling? He was selling like snake potion. He was selling a cure for snake bites. He was selling tea. He was selling elixirs for hair growth. And oh, you got a messed up back, drink this elixir. He was a con man. Keep it 100. Noble Drew Ali
Peace
was
to
a
the
con
chat.
man.
Peace to the chat. Thank y'all for crossing over. We appreciate it.
He would do readings. He would do horoscopes.
Greatness.
He would try to tell you the feature. He would give you the numbers.
What he means by 1916?
Yeah, that's what he was. He was selling like, oh, drink this jar of onion juice and call me in the morning. But y'all don't look into the history of Noble Drew Ali. It's cool. I understand. Y'all love the Moors.
He literally passed away.
Mayans were original in Jamaica.
I don't do that.
Is Beef Raw still on there?
The Moors were like, listen, the Moors are on that black this, black that. Y'all gonna.
Yeah, I think Noble Drew Ali, I think if I'm correct, he passed away from what he said he can cure. He was passing around this like secret tea, making people think they were curing. I forgot what it was, but he ended up passing away from what he made all that money off of saying he can cure. That was the irony of the situation. So that dude was definitely, I think he was in the school for what do they call it? The Magi or some shit like that. Like he was a magician. So most of those people are con artists anyway. No offense to them, but that's just how it is. They're good swindlers. They can't help it. First I'm here, then I disappear. And the Wallace Farr guy that was, supposedly giving us our true history back. He had his little plot as well. He ran from where he ran at. He had a criminal history and he was a con artist. He was a criminal. And this was just another hustle. So and he took advantage of a bunch of black people who didn't have a history and he decided to give it to them. Like, oh, well, here, this is who you really are. And they took it and ran with it. And it did do positive stuff, but still, it's not really our history. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, religious hustle. Where's the dude that's supposed to come over here? Rob? There you go.
Man, dude, scary.
He over there peeing on himself.
Man,
they be lying.
Y'all BSing. I got the studio live. We lit.
He was like, man, you caught an L today. I was like, you just didn't understand what I was telling you.
I got all the smoke over here. We want all the smoke. I got the pre-rolls laid out. Y'all don't want to smoke with us?
Right.
Come on.
What did he say? What did he say? He got one word.
He said he gonna put you in the coffin with one word. I can say one thing and put you in the coffin. Come say it.
Suit's still on his line.
Well, it's cool. Everybody go to the YouTube.
Yeah, come
I'm
to
about
the
to
YouTube.
get on off
here. Come to the light,
everybody
y'all.
go on to the YouTube.
Come on over here.
City.
That's right.
African consciousness.
Let's do it.
Matter of fact, let me
come on over to the light, fam.
Where he at? I don't even see him anymore.
Peace, y'all. Welcome. Welcome to the jungle.
That boy over there, like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that.
Is he over here?
Nah.
If he over here,
I wouldn't even know what his name was. He could be in here.
Carolina Indian.
He was the red guy, Reddy or Red something like.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, that's the one that he bounced.
What?
And then I sent him a message like, what's up?
Wait, he was up here, wasn't he talking saying that this is just what he thinks, he can't prove?
No, that was a different one.
Oh,
no, he was he was the other guy that was waiting for Suitin to get back. and then he left. He just bounced. And then I asked him the next day what was up. He, oh no, I didn't want to debate y'all. It's like, man, come on, bro. I told him I was gonna take it easy on him.
Palcon, how you pronounce that?
Palfcon.
Palcon. What's up, bro?
What up? Trying to
Peace.
see how I can show everything. I had something I need help with.
Yeah, bro, we on 5 or 6?
Huh?
Are we on? Is this 5 or 6? Is it 6
6 what?
for the presentations?
Oh shit. I think this is 6.
It's 6, I think.
Yeah, it's gotta be 6.
Yo, what is up with people, man? You know what? What happened? Did they like
What are we looking at, man?
Yeah, I had something that I found a while ago. Basically, I was doing my genealogy, and I get to my great grandfather, and then I don't have like documentation linking me to Private John Reed, but I like went ahead and like just went with it anyways. And then I'm like, oh, okay, here's my European ancestors. So I like just kept going back, and then I wanted to find proof that this is correct. So I had it, and then I lost it. I'm not sure. It was a DNA connection that I had, and I don't know. Maybe they made it private,
click
but
on
they
Henry
brought
Reed
it.
Sr.?
This one.
Yeah. So look, hold on.
Keep in the same window.
So now look at this. So this is what no, go back. So just off the top, right? Wait a minute. Let me see. Click on that one more time. Oh, I thought it said something different than mine. All right, 1844, 23. Okay, so that looks pretty good. But you said you don't have any information that's linking Henry Reed and then Private John Reed?
Yeah, but what I was about to show was I think I have to keep it in the same window. Through lines. This is something I had before. I don't know if they like had privated their DNA results and then brought it back last night. I was up. I only slept like 3 hours because I found a whole bunch of stuff yesterday. Because I had other like black ancestors that matched Henry Sr., but I wanted to go past that. Now I have this lady. Her line goes to John's father, Henry Martin Reed. So I DNA connect her through Henry Martin Reed. And then another person, I DNA connect to Henry Martin Reed's father. So that would be my 5th great grandfather. So that was like the connection, like the proof that I needed for it. So this goes all the way back to Europe, like to Scotland and everything. And then once I found that out, I was like, okay, let me take a Y-DNA test. Let me see if my Y-DNA is European. And then what ended up happening was I paid for the big Y. So it came back as EFT296947. And that's like the complete breakdown that you can get. It was like $400 or something. But that goes back to, I'll show it in a second, goes back to, it's right here, but you go back downstream all the way, you get to EM2, which we know as E1B1A.
Now let me stop you real quick. Let me stop you real quick. Are you sure you want to scrub this before you show this online?
I think the only thing I've shown that's quote unquote bad would be my mom's name on here.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with the shit. But anyway, yeah.
But it goes back to EM2. So I was wondering like if you go back far enough, is there like black people in Europe, like just way back somewhere, and that's the reason their haplo would be EM2, or I'm just connected to these people not through my paternal lineage.
So now are these white? Are they black? Like
Yeah, what?
These people on this line, this is the Reed clan going all the way back to Scotland.
but those
Right.
aren't swarthy. There's a white, correct?
Are those black people?
As far as I know, like I would assume they're white. They're in Scotland, and these are all
Scotland.
military people too. They're like all in the military, fought in the Revolutionary War, and then when I go all the way back,
God damn.
it's Duncan the First, King of Scotland, in 1000 AD.
Like 10,000-year-old white person in Scotland. So it is.
Yeah, and then his mom is Bethwick, who she's the daughter of Malcolm II, King of Scotland, who's the son of Kenneth II, King of Scotland. And then Kenneth II is the father of Kenneth III, who all those pseudo people put in their book as Kenneth the Niger, and they say he's black. So I'm like, is there something to it or not? if everything's correct.
What I also said, this genealogy is really tricky. Just for the simple fact is, I'm not sure how long this took.
I did this at the beginning of last year. I was doing like 16 hours straight a day.
But like, how long did you actually work on it?
Like a lot of this was from other people had already done a lot of the work. I just had to find it and go through everything and go through everybody's trees and everything.
Okay, because
just getting to Europe though, like to Ireland, like I'm DNA connected to this guy, and then I know for sure his dad is Alexander Reed, and then he's from Ireland.
Yeah, because it gets very tricky, but that's why you did the right thing. And I commend you.
Yeah, that's why I waited. I wanted that DNA match to the actual white people.
So that's the thing when you're dealing with, see, a lot of these people don't like to do DNA, and they think that when we say do DNA, like it's the end all be all.
Yeah.
If you're actually doing genealogy correctly, you use DNA to complement your line. You don't just go off as direct DNA, because that's not exactly what it's for. But if you already worked on your genealogy, the best thing to do, especially if you're Black, African American, anything like that, is to do a DNA, just because of everything that happened during slavery. They totally messed up our lines, 100% messed up our lines.
And you got to make sure you know which test you're taking, because there's 3 different ones. But a lot of people get the mistake in ancestry and genealogy.
Yeah, because at this point, there's no way around it. If you really truly want to know where you're from, you have
to go through all those matches too. Because the other thing I found yesterday, the reason I was up all night was I had this record.
Bro, not to cut you off real quick, but I'm cutting you off. How long you been doing this?
Oh, since I was 8. I'm a Mormon.
See, that's why I be telling you.
There's no end to doing genealogy. Yeah,
they be tripping because I don't know. It's been what 2 or 3 years since I've been.
Yeah,
doing this shit 10 years. And
I built this. Like, this is my mom's tree. That's why her name's up there. I'm an editor on it. I like last year started going to this heavy. That's when I was like breaking the walls that she couldn't get past. And then I took DNA tests and I started going through all those results. So like even last night, what I did was went to the DNA matches, just went to everybody. And what I realized is they added these new filters. So I was able to do common ancestors in their trees. And then I put unviewed, which I've viewed them now, but the one person on there that showed up as unviewed with a common ancestor ended up helping me break a wall, because on Martha E. Cox, I didn't know who her parents were for the longest, but there was a record hint for Abraham. And I fought it because I'm like, this is a white dude, like, no way. And I'm like, I can't connect them like anyway. I don't have any records. But then I get the DNA match to him yesterday.
Awesome.
I can pull that up too.
Yeah, and just imagine if you didn't have that DNA.
Yeah.
It's you know what some people do, like I said, without the DNA, they'll just pick one not knowing that there might be like, I don't know, 5 to 7 different ones that have the same name. And it's really odd, but I've seen it so many times where you have the same exact name, same exact birthday, same exact year. And it's like
same wife too. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, and it's weird because like they'll marry someone with the same name, but their maiden name was different. That's why it's a lot harder to find women than it is men. Because even when I go to check out genealogies, the women is like it's a nightmare to find, because you'll see them in a census, and all of a sudden they disappear. It's because they got married.
Yeah, like I have a whole tree just for that. Like I'll get to a dead end and then I can show you. Let me think of something.
I'm actually thinking about getting a certification in genealogy.
I mean,
like
shit.
if I do Henry Thomas, I'll make 4 different trees for every Henry Thomas, do their genealogy, and figure out if it's the same person or not. That's how I do it.
Y'all see why that DNA is key though?
Yeah, shit is a tool, but both of it matches.
They highlight that.
Good work, man.
Connect them dots.
And then also, I think it was on the family tree DNA. I had, I think, only one person with my haplogroup that actually showed up, and then I was able to find his tree on what's his name?
You find any Native Americans in your tree?
Let me think. No.
So you're not an Indian?
Actually, I'm told that let me see, that my dad's paternal line is, which is this person. She was 120. Her daughter was 100. So like she was alive when my dad was born still. And but DNA wise, if I keep in the same window.
Yeah, DNA is random. I can pull the slide up, but it's random. You don't receive all your DNA from every ancestor.
Yeah, like my ancestry report will be like 0 indigenous.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
and
you
then
didn't have.
If you do like a specific test, they'll be like, oh, you're 1%, all these things. Like it just says 1% on each thing, 1% Mayan on 5 chromosomes, 1% Andes, but it's all from like Central and South America mostly.
And it could be that it's so low that it doesn't catch it, right, Vanta?
Yeah.
And then on the Latino
or it
one,
just doesn't, get passed down because, okay, let's say, for example, I got African, and then the Native American grandmother. And then, or we can even go back further, take it back probably like great-great-grandfather, great-great-grandmother, take it back that far. You keep passing it down. We get further until today. You can say, okay, my brother, it might pop up in them, but then in me, it might not pop up. That's how random it is. So yeah, it can skip because the way you receive your DNA, you receive certain DNA from certain ancestors. And you might not receive any DNA from that ancestor, so it just might not pop up. But yeah, that's why when people try to get into it's not popping up. Well, yeah, okay, that's probably because you got a lot of African, ancestors or maybe European ancestors.
And also there's another thing I gotta do to get to see some of the Native American results, because their database is small. So there's like another way to do it. I forgot exactly how it goes, but sometimes it doesn't pop up. That's why you're supposed to take multiple tests.
Yeah.
so that you can see it. You know, sometimes it'll pop up as 0, but that don't mean anything, because I've seen people who they're guaranteed supposed to have a Native American in their family or in their bloodline or whatever, and it's not popping up. But when they took multiple tests, then some of the results start showing up.
Well, yeah, if it's more recent, it should show up though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely commend you, man, because this is actually good work, man. You know, it looks like you actually went through, and then, like I said, most of all, you did your DNA test to complement it. You know, nothing from me. You know.
Yeah, I just went through, I think, 5 websites to just show different results. Like,
yeah,
I did everything I could.
Yeah, it's just the people that, you know, it makes me kind of, you know, I can't really put an emotion on it, but I don't understand, because they are literally robbing people of a connection they could make now. Because one thing I've learned, you know, when my father passed away and my uncle picked up the mantle of, you know, doing an accurate genealogy, he said, once the older generation's gone, your stories are gone. So you got to imagine all these people that are listening to the, you know, don't do your DNA, don't do it. Or it's going to become a time where some of the, you know, the elders are going to pass away. And then when they finally realize that all this is fake, they lost their window.
Yeah.
And that's the really messed up part about this whole thing. So they're affecting people in the worst way. Especially now that, you know, this thing's available, they can be doing the DNA, getting a match of a cousin or something, and then getting their history, and then learning what their true history is, but they're just totally oblivious to the facts.
Yeah, along those lines, there's something interesting that I found as well. In let's see.
I could pull up, like, you know, the randomization of the gene passing, just to go through it once, you know, bro done, just so we can clarify that.
Here's a person I found from a DNA match, Fortune Thomas. She was born in 1785, and the other people that have her in their tree has her listed as a Creole. And
As a what?
did
A Creole?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she's on the 1820 census as the head of household, with 1 slave and then 3 free persons of color. And basically the same thing through here. And then she was in North Carolina. She moved to Virginia. And then something that I learned about Virginia is they had passed things called the Negro Removal Act, where if you were a free Negro in that state, you had to leave. And if you didn't, you would be enslaved. And if you came back, you would be enslaved.
Tennessee tried to pull that same thing.
Look, they didn't want you rubbing that freedom off on the enslaved Africans that was left there.
Yep.
It was just like that movie Django, about what he doing on that horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I found that the people that already had her in their tree didn't find, because she was colored in 1785, I wanted to find out as much as possible. So I dug hours and hours and hours, and I actually found out that she has a court petition to stay in Virginia, and that's why she was able to stay. So I actually have like a whole record about her that was digitized. And I'll show it, but I'll give like a quick summary of what it says.
Was she a passing?
I'm not sure. But the fact that they tried to remove her from Virginia, I would assume she wasn't passing. But they had the original record, then they transcribed it. And basically a brief summary of it is she owned a bakery. So she had actually I realize it's not pulling to pull it up on this window, I think. Okay, there we go.
I can't see that.
Yeah, I don't think it will switch windows, but I'll just do a summary real quick. Basically, she owned her own business in Virginia. When she moved there, she owned a bakery. And basically, she was allowed to stay in Virginia because everybody in that town vouched for her. They're like, She caters like all the events, weddings, everything. She's like integral to community. And they go on to talk about, there's like a drunk guy like showed up at her business, and they talk about how she handled it well. They talk about how she pays taxes, hasn't caused any problems and everything. And then you have like the sheriff and like everybody signing it at the end, and she got to stay because of that.
You know, speaking of vouching, man, that brings up a story. When I was in the military, I had found out a group of soldiers went over to, I want to say it was England. Is it somewhere? Yeah, I believe it was England or something like that. And they went to a bar, and the American soldiers, the white ones, tried to institute Jim Crow over there. So they went in there and they were trying to treat the black soldiers like that. And man, they weren't having that in that town. I mean, I think they went at it in that town up there.
Where at again?
It was in England. There was
fuck around, y'all.
There was a riot or something because they tried to they were like they tried to bring over the Jim Crow stuff over there, and they was like, nah, you ain't doing that around here. It was a big old thing over there.
Crazy.
Gotta pull up that story, but yeah, that was because you know that was a big thing in the military. You know, we had a lot of us went over there and were fighting, and you know we fought for our country, but then they came back to be second-class citizens. Mm-hmm. It was one of the things that always stuck out to me when I was in the military. I was like, man, that's just so fucked up.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Wait, why is DNA from Ancestry different from GED? Because they have different databases, and then a lot of them test different. They have different tests too. Not every company provides the same test, so once again, they'll be building a different database. So yeah, some companies only test for the Y chromosome. Some people do the mtDNA. Some people do the autosomal DNA, or you're testing your autosomes. So
and that was better than 23andMe, isn't it?
Ancestry, yeah, that's supposed to be the top one. African Ancestry is good because they don't keep your DNA, and they don't add it, to the database and all that other stuff, so people can, take your data or, use your DNA in lab tests and all that other stuff. But yeah, so that is the thing when you do utilize some of those other companies, but African Ancestry doesn't do that though. So
I have a tip for you guys. Fortune Thomas, her son had a will, and I was trying to read it. It won't let me like open it right now, but I was like not able to like read that cursive. So I actually found a website that uses AI to read it for you, and it'll transcribe it. So the website's called Transcribus. So I use that.
Transcribus, huh? Let me write that down.
Yeah. And then I go in behind the AI, and then I make all the corrections. So I actually transcribed like his entire will and then put it in the comments on that record so the other people that find the record can read it. And like I find out he gave like 80 acres to his wife and three daughters with a house on it. And then he had like 3 other sons and 3 other daughters that he gave 147 acres to. So I was like, this dude owed a whole bunch of land down in Georgia.
Yeah, Jay, it was real back then, man, especially when it comes to military.
Oh, I'll show the website again. It's Transcribus.
Yep, I got that right down. I'm bookmarking that.
Yeah, just go into the record and then click the wrench and then download the JPEG, and then you just upload it here. You can choose which language the cursive is in. You can choose like the style of writing, and then like the AI will like just go through it, transcribe it, and then you just come in behind it, match it up word for word, make sure everything's spelled right. And
do they do Latin?
Corrections. I'm not sure.
I gotta get something with Latin. Ain't that a forgotten language? Because man, I want to dig into those
right back then. That's probably
because I want to dig into those Spanish texts, but man,
my wife took Latin.
Huh?
But yeah, I'm answering questions. Just I don't know if you heard me. I did answer the question. I don't know if you heard it though. But yeah, you can type it in the chat. I get to it. So,
Yeah, because they got a lot of text that I don't know if it's been transcribed, but I found a lot of those Spanish books and or Spaniard stuff. Is it still Spanish? Right?
Where? What year?
Spain. So Spain Spain, right?
Mhm.
But
Spain, Portugal.
yeah, I found a lot of their books, especially Portuguese has some, but it's a different. I forgot what language they said it was. It
Mhm.
wasn't Portuguese, but it was a different type of language. Because I was looking at their documentation, but I don't know exactly who their the people that did all their literature was, because we can only go back to like the Spaniards. They had a lot of the people, especially like what their priests that they took with them. They wrote a lot. And then even
can y'all hear me? Is my mic messed up?
yeah, I can hear you.
Hear you now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so mostly all those texts that I've seen weren't translated, and I couldn't make out that crap. And I was like, man, I don't know what the hell this says.
Yeah, don't even get me to try to read that shit. I need to translator, transcriber, all that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you reading Latin, so y'all could read Latin.
Let me repeat real quick. Let me but
and his books
Ancestry and GEDmatch, they have different results because they have different databases, and then some of the companies they have different testing that they do. For example, wide DNA testing, empty DNA testing, and autosomal. And even with the wide DNA testing, they have they test for the SNPs, some of them, and then the other ones test for the STR, which is the short tandem repeat. So yeah, that's why. So yeah, different databases, different reference panels that that they use. So yeah, and then also the different tests that they supply.
If you let me share again real quick, I can show you the languages that they have.
Oh damn, my bad.
Yeah, would be in the money if they got Latin.
Does it show drop down menus when I do that? I'll just read it off. They have German, Dutch, Czech, English, Finnish, French, Italian, Latin, Polish, Portuguese, Slavic, Slovenian, Spanish, Swedish, and Hun.
And what are we looking at? I stepped away. My bad. What is this?
It's a website that will transcribe handwritten text as well as printed in those languages I just stated off. You just upload the image or the PDF.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I found that it was clutch. Like I've been transcribing all these documents.
Damn. That'll help with the Spanish shit and the shit we be looking at.
Hey, and look, you can test it for anybody who go, oh, that's AI and because you know how they do. As soon as they see technology, they panic, right? What you can do is start at English, translate it into another language, and then translate it back and see if it's correct.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? There's a way around everything. You just need a method.
Like, I need this shit in French.
Yeah, because it's something called the Florentine Codex.
Bad.
That's what I want to translate. It's 729 images. And it's the general history of things of New Spain by Fray Bernardino.
On Saturday, dog.
I don't even know if I can't translate this thing, but it goes over. Here, let me show y'all this real quick. Because I've been trying to find.
You got it in the Discord?
No, I got it on my screen right now. Because I've been figuring out how to try to get this.
I don't see that shit. Share it.
No, I'm about to share it right now.
Yeah,
hey, peace in the chat.
Ancestry is more accurate.
Likes up, y'all. Poor City coming right black at y'all with this African history, culture, and greatness. We appreciate all of the people in here. We appreciate y'all getting rid of y'all TikTok addiction. I know y'all.
Yes, y'all can see it.
Yeah, we good. We Gucci.
Yeah, so, I was just about to say Ancestry is more accurate, but it depends on the test too. Once again, depending on who has which database, but just answering the question.
So yeah, it has 3 volumes. and it goes over. Let me see. Yeah, it's an encyclopedic work about the people and culture of Central Mexico, compiled by Fray Bernardino from 1499 to 1590. And he was a Franciscan missionary who had arrived in Mexico in 1529, 8 years after completion of the Spanish conquest by Hernan Cortez. So this is everything that they saw from, the Native Americans.
Oh,
And
really?
he cataloged like all this stuff.
It's like eyewitness accounts.
Go down to the headings. Go to
Descriptions.
the,
What, right here? Yeah.
yeah. 13 Aztec gods, mythology, Codex, Florentine Codex, Indian Mesoamerican, clothing and dress.
You're welcome.
See, and look, that's it. If that's you, that it should be in there. What year is 1300? Yeah, that's where they need to be at. This is the type of stuff that y'all should already have. You should be saying, "My grandmother gave me that." Or that's
Right
the
here.
book my great grandfather helped write. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all should be there. But who? Wait, go to the pictures.
But look, this is why it's not used. Look at this.
Because it's in the not in English and shit.
Yeah. I looked at this and I was like, man, what the hell? Look at that.
Yeah, we got to get that translated.
And it goes over a whole bunch of stuff, but I was like, yeah, I can't read this. I tried to do my translator on my phone. Man, I couldn't get it. But yeah. I don't know what none of this means. And I think they got images too.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Go to some of them pictures.
You can try that and transcribe this real quick.
So like this.
Yeah, y'all should try one page real quick and see if it works.
Oh, this would be a gold mine.
It is.
That's what he got dreads.
I bet you it was black and white. They would say, "Oh, look at them dreads. They look just like us." So look at that. I don't know what that is. Is that like one of them salamanders in a cup?
American Indian on the bottom right.
Yeah, but
did that say Toltec or I don't know what that shit is.
Yeah, see, it's got all this stuff.
Wait, is that paint on them or is that their skin complexion?
I believe it's paint because a lot of them were getting painted, and that's what they would say. All the stories I've read, they would paint themselves different colors, and because they were having an issue with knowing their true color, and then they had in one of the books they said that they had them wash themselves, and they were like white. Yeah. So I don't know. I've tried to see if there was an English version of this, but I haven't found one yet.
Mm-hmm.
What's the title?
And that's the funny thing. That shit's in English.
Wow.
It's like the history. It is General History of the Things of New Spain by Fray Bernardino de Sahagún.
A general history of the what? My bad.
General History of the Things of New Spain by Fray Bernardino de Sahagún. And it's the Florentine Codex. And there's like 3 volumes. It's like there's another one too.
That's tough. That's a good one.
And this one, they have like, I guess this is rituals or something. So yeah. But they have, there's another website. I mean, it's a Spanish website, and they have like tons of literature. Let's see, which one was it? Spanish history. I think it's museum. I had, but there was one I went to, and I mean, there was just so much literature, but I couldn't read none of it. It had classical music. God, where was it? Was it this one?
This article I'm reading says that they have an English translation.
Do they?
Yeah, it says most recent of numerous editions of this work, first ethnographer, this English version. So the person is referring to it, saying they have an English version of the fray. What's his name? Bernardino.
Mm-hmm.
De Sahagans. History de las Casas de las Nueve España. So they have an English version of it, but it's not part of this article. This person is just saying they're sourcing it. So it's somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find it. I got to look more into it. I had totally forgot. But yeah, here we go. See, like they have, but even look at even the pictures. I don't see anything. I don't see any Negroes in these pictures. Even the ones I'm skimming by.
This is not the land of the blacks, family.
The hell is that? Oh. Huh? Well, where's his face?
Yeah, what is that shit? What?
Am I tripping?
No, what the fuck going on with that?
Oh, is that a mask?
Can you zoom in a little bit?
It's gotta be a mask, bro.
Oh, you were zoomed in.
Man, hold on, man.
Yeah, that's a cloud.
Yo.
Yeah,
Am I? Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. Oh,
I see it.
Right here.
Damn.
Oh man.
What?
I was tripping.
I still don't see that. What's the?
I see the nose and the
head's
eyelashes.
down. Yeah, his head's down. But like
I was
this.
wondering why y'all tripping. I was like, you don't see his face?
Nah, because when it was like this, I was like, man, where'd his face go?
Wow. I'm gonna act like I saw it, but I still don't see it.
Hold on, right there. Look. Right
Point
there.
at his nose. Look, you can see
Okay,
his lip.
okay.
Yeah.
We good. Okay, all right, we good. All right, I see that.
He's Schwarthy as fuck, bro.
No.
He's Schwarthy.
What year is this? I gotta do it to myself. What year is this? 1948 or 1980, one of the two. I gotta check myself on dates because I be checking everybody on dates.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, is this the map you had? The Kodaks?
Who, mine? No, that one I had was it was another one. I forgot the name of it. Oh, look at that though.
What is that?
Oh, let's see if we see any copper color people around here.
No.
Not at all. Say it again. No. I showed you at least one in mine.
No, I don't know what this is. This is the Kodaks. I ain't even going to try that one.
That was one of them damn yeah.
And it's 18 or the 1584.
Yeah, same time frame almost. Does it say what's going on in the scene?
Let me see. Colonial from Mexican.
This looked like the conquest joint.
Guerrero, Mexico refers principally to the settlement called, it states that the document was written in 1584. It's an indigenous colonial map that makes abundant use of Mesoamerican pictorial conventions.
So this was a map created by their own people.
Mm-hmm.
And can you zoom in on that shit?
What, on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can make it larger.
I'm just curious. How close can you zoom in on that shit? Can you make out anything? There you go.
I can get in there.
Oh, what is that? Do that look like Us.
The hell is that?
They like penguins though.
They do. They look like ducks and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
No, real talk. Do y'all see any afros out there?
And look, they even long the hair.
Look
They
at
got
the
the
hair,
hair
yeah.
down.
Mm-hmm. Look at that hair. We all had hair like that.
Is that corn right there? What's that on the ground? No. Okay, I thought it was corn. Could be.
It was close enough to be. Look at that. I don't see none of this over here.
What's that in the middle? You see this?
That's a
Is that-
wall, yo. They be
is that-
building walls.
No, look at it. This.
Yeah, that's some type of wall
You sure?
or barrier. Hell yeah. You know they like to build. I know in the other one there was a wall of some sort.
And then the text right there.
Man, I wonder what that should say.
Yeah. I just need. Does anybody out there know Latin or is it Spanish? I don't even know what it would be.
I don't even know.
I don't think it's Latin.
1584.
Oh no! Look,
What's that?
that's the actual indigenous language,
Mm.
and it's in both. It's classical that and Spanish. Yeah, I ain't be able to.
Yeah, that was doing those early conquests and shit. During Peru and Guatemala, and then this area right here. What's that right there? The book printed material. What's that?
This one?
The third one over.
Come
Oh,
on, man. Come on.
that was a tribute roll.
Well, not here.
That's 1530. There's so much stuff in 15. It's like since they skip over the 1500s, just so much that happens.
What's that right there? Who's them people there?
Let me take a look at it first. Oh shoot. Oh, all right.
There we go.
Whoa. How many images did it say? 32?
Oh man, this is a jackpot.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me come back. Hold up. Oh snap.
Oh, it looks like all the dress, the stuff they wear.
Mm-hmm.
So here, let me just. Yeah. It's everything they wear. Look at that.
Damn. This ain't us, y'all. They got the leopard skin over there, look like.
Yeah, pottery. There's no swarthy in here, I'm seeing. Nothing swarthy. Here we go. Victoria. Pictograph writing the tributes that subject towns paid to the Mexican, the center of the Triple Alliance of Mexico. And this is 1522 to 1530.
What was it in 15? What 20?
1522 to 1530.
I got you.
Wonder if
Yeah.
there's any. Oh, here's another one. They're getting a little color on this one, but still, no. This is. Oh, this is 1685 to 1703. So I wonder. So yeah, you know what thing kills me? In this Library of Congress website, they stick in this website, but then they steer away from like everything. Like they got slavery in here, they got the slave trade in here. I think they got Africa stuff in here. They got literally everything.
Hey, what's book one on there?
Which one?
What's the title of book one?
Right.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Codex of Homalanta.
Did you click on that one yet?
What is that? The one I'm talking about, the Latin one.
Oh.
I can't see the screen right now because I'm on another screen. I'm trying to see if this is the right book. Is the
first
the first one? It says Sahagins, prologues, and interpolations. And the book, it says book 1, the gods. So it's the first one about the gods or something.
Oh no, I don't see. Oh, you talking about the codex?
Yeah.
Oh, here, let me go back.
And then book 2 is ceremonies. See if that lines up.
Oh,
if it is, then this is the book.
Oh, you found it in English?
Yep.
Ooh, I'd love to read them.
Shit, go.
This one. So volume 1 is called. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Here, let me go.
It don't say.
Let me see if this link will work for you. Yep, Florentine Codex, General History of Things.
Hey, can you go back
to which one?
To that third book.
Up here? This one?
I'm not here, but where you were at before.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Because I'm looking at the people. You know me. I'm trying to figure out what the people look like. Let's look at the indigenous people and what they how they drew out themselves and shit like that.
I was in.
Okay, one of these Jones. No, it was go down or up.
Wait, no. I was in here, and then. Okay, yeah, I was over here. So we went to the tribute.
Okay, yeah. So go to that second one where it says
the tribute,
the book printed material codex. Yeah. Go to the right up. Okay, close in on those folks. I'm just curious. That's all. You'd be hard pressed to say that's us, yo. I'm gonna keep it real. No. And these particular pictorial images are of the indigenous at that time that they made of themselves around the 1500s.
Right.
Because the map I had was kind of the same thing. Now you might see a dark-skinned people, but it's like, is that us? And do they have any characteristics like the black melanated people of Africa or whatever?
There's really nothing. There's nothing.
Man, I don't see that, and I'm trying to be real honest with it, because that's where you will see it at. Because you'll see them drawing themselves for who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's as authentic of the primary as you can get.
I'm gonna grab them by the hair.
Let me grab them by the motherfucking hair. Y'all see that?
Dang on.
Those are dreadlocks.
That ain't us, yo.
I wonder if they got anything in X. Dang, what's up with grabbing them by the hair?
Fucking people up.
Look, all of them. That one got blood. He stole drag that dude. Look.
Shit was good and fucking.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit.
All right. So look, the war, and you see this red streak?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's blood. He dragged them all the way. Dang.
Dragged them all the way.
It was leaking. What's up with them big ass footprints though? The hell? Are they just okay? I think they probably doing that to show how they maneuvered, I guess.
I don't look like they had a battle. I'll tell you that. They dragging the hell out of somebody.
Yeah, they fucking people up right there. But that's like a tribal issue they had amongst each other. Like
this one hit them with some rocks. God damn.
Damn,
rocks on him. Oh, and he getting done down here. Look at it.
Man, his shit got split open from the stomach.
Yeah, we're gonna need I'm gonna need an indigenous person to explain this to me, because
worthy right here, y'all.
These jokers are like dragging these people. Now, hold on. Is there a description? Oh, here we go. What is this? Oh, look. All right. So this
Triple Alliance War, dog.
Is that what it is?
What part of the Americas is this though? Because this got to be the conquest of like Guatemala around that time.
Let's see. The content in which this codex was created is unknown, but its purpose is clearly to tell the story of the Ottoman people of Guatemala, Huamantala. The center of the painting depicts the migration of a group of Otami from Japan in the present day state of Mexico to Guatemala. Am I saying it right? Huamantala, which is located in present day Tlaxcala.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just skip these. Because I'm butchering the heck out of
I
these things.
fuck up the names too, man. And
Wait, so you said the Japanese? The Japanese is over there?
No, the Tlaxcala state. So it was a migration which took place in the post-colonial period. It was undertaken under the protection of the goddess, and Lord of the Otama of Fire. So pretty much, the pyramids are shown covered in vegetation, abandoned. Second. So it really doesn't say. It looks like a battle happened though, because they dragged my man across that battlefield. Like,
that's probably one of the most graphic ones I've seen right there. Now,
dang,
yeah,
they just super dragging people.
Hold up, is that another one?
Yeah.
God damn.
Look, what's up with grabbing people by the hair?
They grab you by the head and beat the shit out your ass.
I think Singing Bear did a video on that. He's talking about when they grab them by the hair or cut their hair off, it like takes their power and their connection to the sun.
But man, did they have to drag them on? Look, man, it's like a blood streak. They made sure. I'm about to drag the heck out of your ass. Dang.
Okay, so so when the Spaniards arrived, they were already going through this shit right here, man, and that's why you had that alliance shit, because a lot of issues that was going on. The same thing they did in Africa. They was doing over here. But no, I like looking at the images and stuff because that usually points out stuff.
Hey, Rob, click that link in the back chat and see if it pulls up.
Let me see it.
Hey, send me the link to this source too, Rob, while you at it.
Okay. Jesus.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for coming on in. Port City coming right back at y'all with this African history coaching greatness. We on YouTube live right now, looking at some old ancient pictorial map scenes, y'all, from the ancient Americas during the 1500s. For those who just now tuning in.
Oh yeah, this looks like it's it.
What's that?
The codex. Oh yeah, the gods, ceremonies. Ooh, maize. That's that corn, right?
Got that maize, that Frankie Beverly and maize.
That candy corn, nigga.
Frankie Beverly and maize.
Oh yeah, that's going in rotation to see what's in there. I wonder what else. Let's see if they got an American here. Because
like sunshine and rain.
So 1500s, no. Because they didn't get to South Carolina and that whole area until what, about 1530?
Who, the Spaniards and shit? Yeah, around that time approximately.
Yeah, see, I really don't get into what is this? To the Library of Congress, but I know they got a lot of stuff here, but I see mess around with them people. I'm gonna have to dig in more in the 1500s because that's pretty much where a lot of this stuff happens.
Yeah 1500s all day. Yeah, because that's when that's the initial contact that the Spaniards made over there and was recording all of this stuff. That's where you see those accounts in Peru, the stuff that you highlighted in the last live on YouTube and the presentation and stuff like that. But no, this is good. These are primaries right here. Good, fresh.
I think that book is in Spanish too, I think.
Primary.
Yeah, this one's in the Indian language again, right here.
I think that first one you showed is Spanish. It said prologo, which is like forward. Like
Oh, the one
prologue.
before this one?
I think so. It was I think I have it pulled up.
It's Royal Writ.
What's
See-
that? What's that on the bottom right? Is that something down there? On
This
the bottom
one?
right? Yeah, the
See, I don't think they're claiming anything in Mexico though. Well, not yet.
Shit.
everything.
Oh,
They claim
they
the entire
all that.
Americas.
Mexico,
Oh,
North America,
man.
South
All of
America,
it, even Australia.
Oh man.
all that.
You heard her just say, look, she don't know that she was saying that she has African descendants. You know why she didn't know that that's what she was saying? Because she thinks that those people weren't from Africa as well.
What's that? Is that a dude sitting on a mound?
No,
And I just showed even the white people were from Africa with that haplogroup.
You can't duck it.
You can't.
And that's why they try to steer away from DNA, because deep down they know, especially the top people that's over there, you know, deceiving people, they know that genome is the study of what happened out of Africa. That's what that is.
And
Most
even if they don't like
important
the estimate, those DNA matches is what's accurate. Especially
Rob,
by the
does this got
genome.
anything about? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Does this
No,
got
you're
anything about the conquistadors' occupation over there and shit too?
you know
Is
what?
all of this in there?
Let me see.
Those are churches.
Because
Yep.
this is crucial
Setting up
right
shop.
here. Because
Look, bro, that's the same blueprint they use on everybody. Pull up, mind fuck, and start building churches and mosques and shit.
Yep. So there's 18 from 15.
okay, conquest of Mexico, paintings, early Americas.
Cortez is a conquistador, isn't he?
Yeah, I want to say yeah, but don't quote me because I don't got my notebook in front of me.
Pizarro and the Incas. Oh, exploring the early Americas. So this is
YouTube, click the link, y'all. My bad. I'm on TikTok live. Hang on, I'm gonna mute my mic.
what's this? See, here's another Columbus.
Are those maps?
Artifacts. This one is
I'm trying to see some pictures.
rare book collection.
I'm trying to see that indigenous culture.
This is I don't know what that says. De Intilis Nuper. That's his letter. Book of Privileges. I don't wait. Columbus and his son. He had a son.
Yeah, Diego, Columbus.
Yeah,
The fucking sugar plantation, and we burnt that motherfucker to the ground. Remember on Christmas?
Oh, that was his son. Okay.
Yeah, yo, we burnt that shit down. Africans, Africa.
Back.
We burnt that motherfucker. Damn.
They was shook.
Yeah.
We don't know if they's gonna rise on Christmas. They was hiding in bunkers and shit.
Fuck them Christians up.
Merry Christmas, mother. Talking about we just stood there and took it. Right.
I think Africans was pussy if you want. Look it up, y'all. Look, I'm telling y'all I'm on TikTok at the same time too. Let me put me on.
Here's all their pottery.
Oh, okay. Got the pottery. Let's go to there.
Oh, look.
They got any images?
That's a new name.
What?
What you looking?
He sailed in 1514.
Are you on the same page?
Oh shoot!
You done left us, dog. You always do.
He over there. He got us looking.
Oh, well, daggone. There you go.
Looking at the goddamn. Oh shit.
There we go.
All right.
No, I got that. I was down here. Hold on. I wish I had said something.
We didn't know.
I just thought I was looking at the amulets like this. But I was seeing a spatula used for purging, but there was something right here. I never heard this name neither. Gonzalo Oviedo. Oviedo.
Oviedo.
1514. One of the first.
Unheard Exotica. What are you talking about? So there's a lot of what I've noticed. There's a lot of Spaniards that I've never heard of. Like they're not well known.
Yeah,
He was one of the first European chroniclers of the New World. Okay.
Yep. Then there's Girolamo Benzani.
Mhm.
He had a 15-year trip through South and Central America. Really?
Is that a fucking map that he drew out? What the fuck is that?
This one?
Yeah, what's that? That's out of a book.
Oh, that's the coast. Are they on the coast?
Yeah,
And is that
hanging
somebody
people
swinging
too.
from a fucking tree?
Yeah.
Bro, they on a coast.
Genius,
They
like,
doing it right there, fresh on the land,
Damn.
right off the water.
That should say, what does that shit say? That I'm trying, Indiana, Christians. What, you know, the apps look like apps and stuff. Man, I just got fucking bananaed on TikTok. Ain't that a bitch?
Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
For
know,
what?
For this dumb shit.
For me doing this book?
Man, yeah, man. Keep going. You keep going though. We good here. Man, ain't that a bitch? I just got put back on.
How did this get you? That's crazy.
I don't know.
They record you to do some of them pictures.
They group reporting.
Yeah, they
Like,
big
yeah, we
man.
can't have this on TikTok.
These motherfuckers.
Oh, what is this? Confession booklet for the curate of Indians with the instructions for the rites, last rites, in preparation for death, and summary of the privileges and impediments in 1585.
I was in that joint.
Impediment.
Art of vocabulary.
Christian doctrine, catechism, instruction of Indians. Creed. They got them Portuguese.
Pedro Menendez. Oh, look at that piracy. Oh, what is this?
Does that say piracy?
It sure did. In the age of piracy on the high seas, sailing instructions were top secret documents upon which rested the security of the king's fleet and his treasure. Here, Menendez de Aveles, governor of Florida, gives Don Cristobal de Eraso complicated and detailed instructions for sailing to Spain. He's admonished not to proceed beyond a designated rendezvous without further instructions from Menendez, under penalty of paying with his person and his property for any injury to his majesty or royal treasury. Yeah, all these things are locked down behind the language. See?
Yeah, that's the language barrier that we have on not being able to translate this shit.
And this is in Spanish. Oh, might be able to translate this one. It's not Latin.
These motherfuckers, y'all.
Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this. So that's the one with the dog. He's the one that raised the dogs. The first voyage. Bro, look. Man, ain't no way. So
voyage.
Yeah, blow that up.
Yeah, let's see.
So
you got all these black Spaniards.
So look, check this out. So this is here. Let me download it as a PDF. You can see this, right?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that somebody went around and changed the color in this painting?
Yep.
Right.
And they changed the phenotypes?
That's what I'm telling you.
Hey, what kind of black European? Like That
Yeah, but
haircut
look
right
at the
there.
one in the green with the afro at the bottom left.
Oh yeah.
Like Mr. Burns
They
over
black as hell.
See, but look at his neck
Get
though.
Black Dynamite right
Look at
there.
that swarthy neck.
Or this dude back here, maybe. But he got the Hulk Hogan mustache back there. Look at that. Nah, man. So you mean to tell me that this picture right here, and this is why I asked I forgot what
Oh,
her name was.
got it. Go back by that wheel. You see that wheel? Zoom in
Yeah.
right by that wheel. You can see the black legs in between the spokes.
Right in here, these.
Yep, there it
Man,
is.
that's us. That's
there.
us.
In the shadows.
See, look.
Black
This,
person behind the wheel. We were the ones that turned everything around.
so look. Maybe.
Maybe. And he look like he don't want to be there.
Right.
That could be us.
He looks tired. That's us.
Tired of rowing that boat.
But yeah, but like, look at this, right? So this is in that time frame. So this is why I always ask people, show me paintings in the time frame because people painted. I mean, there weren't pictures.
Hold on, did that dude got a fro? The dude in the green?
Man, no, man, it's like a maybe it's like an S curl or something.
They gonna try to switch. That's enough right
But
there.
look at him. He's not exactly. He's not
He got
full
that.
swarthy.
Who was that? What's that dude's name?
He got that
Is
Billy
that
D.
Lawrence
Williams
Fishburne?
Oh.
He got the Lawrence Fishburne from I forgot what movie.
You got that Samuel L. Jackson Pulp Fiction afro.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, people really think that somebody went in and changed the color, but even you'd have to change the whole phenotype. Look at this. Look at my man right here. You mean to tell me there's a black dude that look like that?
Brother could be. What year this painting came out?
I don't know. It says the first voyage.
Yeah, so
Hold
this
on.
could be right around when they were bringing, Christianized African, whether they mixed or not, with them.
Let me
That,
see. What does the teacher's guide
could be
say?
a free brother. It's possible, or mixed brother.
Now look. This is all early 1500s.
Mhm.
Because this is talking about late 14s.
So what I'm saying is when we say, black people could have been over here, yeah, they could have been, and they could have came with the damn Spanish, or they could have came with the French, the British.
See, here's a map. Oh dang.
Ooh.
Obviously wasn't that many because they hard to find.
Man, I don't be understanding these old maps like this.
Yeah, that's hard. Like
That's
there.
Africa. That is the hell is that?
That's like Santo Domingue.
South America.
America.
The Caribbeans.
Right
Mexico, right there.
The little known world of what they knew of it.
That say America? Go down.
Well,
that's South America.
Oh,
right next to Africa.
Okay.
yep.
South America and Mexico.
What year did this come out?
This is the 1507. This is the only surviving copy of the first edition of the map. Only 1,000 were printed. So he gathered data from Amerigo Vespucci's 1501 and 1502 voyages. So he got really incomplete information. So they were just trying to figure it out right here because this is supposed to be maybe America.
That ain't right though. Something that don't look right.
Yeah, I know.
Africa.
Well, that's just South America, looks like, and then above that, I think they only had Mexico and the Caribbeans.
I think they were drunk when they told him.
Yeah, that skinny part of the top looks like
This one,
maybe like Florida and Mexico, and then the Caribbeans, like Cuba, right there.
I don't know what that's supposed to be, but see the length isn't right because there's Africa here.
Yeah.
So this is more like where the Canaries would sit, because this right here, if you look right here, this should be like where, the Canaries. It's the same distance.
It looks like they put it further north, the Canaries. And then there's some dots up there.
Yeah, because right here should be Guinea.
That's like the Gold Coast, yeah.
Like right in here.
Look on go to Ethiopia.
Canaries were north, right? Closer to Spain.
Ethiopia is
Kenya
over
under
here.
it.
Right there.
Kenya's under it.
Huh?
Is Kenya under Ethiopia? Egypt? What,
Egypt,
oh,
yeah.
Zoom back out. Why is that? That's not even in the right location.
Well, Ethiopia is on the top right,
Oh,
isn't
okay,
it?
there it is. All right, never mind. I thought that was at the bottom.
Yeah, no, right in here.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Egypto.
They just called everything Ethiopia.
Yeah.
It's like Sudan right there. And then
And
Egypt,
there's
Africa. That's
Yeah,
where
the North.
Libya is.
Back then, they thought the North. For people that don't know, they thought the northern region was the only people that were like that. Then when they explored more, they start noticing like, oh wait, all of these people connected.
Oh, I see what you're saying right here. There's Ethiopia. It says interior. There's Ethiopia again. And then, yeah, I don't know what none of this is.
Ethiopia Regio.
I'd have to see if this map is on the other site because that one has documentation for it to see exactly what this is. You know what?
See right there, there's Tataria.
Yeah, and there's India, which you say is 1924. Man, go on somewhere.
And that's where they thought they were at.
Yeah, because they thought it was flat. They thought if you go out one side, you end up on this side over here, but they ran right into America.
Ain't that a bitch? Motherfuckers in the 1500s.
So Indian is a correct name. That's not a misnomer.
Correct. Correct. Because they're trying to say that. If you don't know history, you would say that he reached the West Indies, and you don't know what he was actually doing. So he was actually trying to go the other way to get to Asia. And he knew India was over there because of Marco Polo, like 100 or so odd years, maybe 1,000, probably 100 years prior or whatever. Marco Polo wrote about that, which I need to dig into that book. But that's what he was going for like Kublai Khan and then the gold there. So when he ran into it, he thought he was in India and he called them Indians.
I thought he was going to the Indies, which is called the East Indies now, the islands. So when he actually hit the West Indies islands, he thought he was at the East Indies islands. And they were already calling, I think, the East Indies Indians already.
Right. So he thought he was going. So it was all Asia. I can actually pull that up for you. There's a map. It's called the Tosali map, right? The 1474 P.O. Canali, right? Oh, this is the map that he used, and it's in his journal. He took this and also a globe, right? So is this a good one? No, that's not a good one. Hold on. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? I did. It opened up in a different page.
Can y'all see that?
Is it this one? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's
So
the Tartarians.
So this map, pretty much what he did was when they sailed this way, America was sitting right here. So they thought that like this side is literally the other side of Asia. So they thought that they were going to reach this, but when they ran smack into America, which is there's another picture, it actually shows America where it sits. It looks something like this. Because there's actually a better map. Where's that original map that I had? Is it this one? Okay. I'd have to open up the map one. Maps. Here it is. All right. So when you go to maps, and you want to look up Paleo. SCA. That's the wrong one. SCAN. Okay, here it is. All right. So now, this is the map that he carried with him. Right? Can you see that?
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Yep.
Okay. So now, if you look, this landmass right here is the same on this side. So just picture like this is over here. So what they thought was if they sailed this way, they would reach these islands here,
Yeah.
which would be here. But what ended up happening, it's not like the other one, but
They hit
America,
the Caribbean islands instead.
right, was sitting right here.
Yeah.
So they thought it was this because this is the map that he took with him. Well, it's a recreation of the map that he took.
I think they thought it was the islands right there.
Right.
Before India, yeah.
They thought they were here.
Yeah.
So that's why when you see the map, it'll say India. And then since they were here, they called it, Indians from here. And they call it the West Indies. But this is the map that a lot of people
East
don't look
Indies.
at or use. But if you look in his journals, he clearly states that he took this map and he also took the Martin, I forgot what is the full thing, but it was a Martin's globe. So that's why. But a lot of people, they're looking at what I showed last time is like a 1530 map.
That India superior thing.
Yeah. And the guy says it right in the documentation that he literally made a mistake in the documentation. It was this map. And it's kind of weird. They passed all these damn maps. And do y'all remember the name of it?
Oh shit, I can't, man. We got to go back at the footage.
The name of the map?
Yeah.
Pulled during one of our lives.
Yep.
That had it was the Tartarian too, and that shit on there or whatever.
Yeah, it was the one where it's all closed together.
I remember, man. I just can't remember the name. I'll be lying if I call it out loud.
Oh, I think this is it right here. Is it this one? No. But anyway, it's a later map that the guy did. And it was wrong, but they skipped all these freaking maps and he used that one because it was all clobbered together. And that's why they call it India Superior, which is wrong because he ended up changing it years later. I just can't remember the name of it right now. Is it this one? I think it was a Guillermo. Something with a G. Oh, I know what it is. G, it's an Indian or not Indian, it's an Italian name. Giovanni. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, but that's what it is. Or it could be this one. Ah, found it. Haha. This is the one they use.
Okay, bet.
So 9, and then they label it. So India Superior. But you see how everything's all linked up?
Yeah.
Right here. But if you go to the documentation, he literally tells you in like this first half, this map's linking of North America and Europe is highly unusual. However, but was a natural consequence of two errors. On the east, Gestadi depicts Greenland as an elongated east-west outgrowth of Scandinavia, a peculiar pattern used by whatever his name is earlier in the century. On the west, he adopts the Berzanian model for North America, which had been sanctioned by Sebastian and many others before the subsequently. In combination, these two flawed elements stretch over the North Atlantic and quite logically joined. And then also down here, it says that he ended up changing it and unlinked them in the same one. So they're using a wrong map to push the India Superior thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, dog.
So yeah, and they passed all these freaking maps.
So that's like South America clumped in with Australia and Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's
What, and for the family again, what time specificity this was?
well, that map, it was like 1540.
Okay.
Which one was that?
You see the progression of these maps where they didn't know. We
1548.
talked about this in the last presentation where they didn't have a full understanding of these areas and they just kind of mapped it out as they go. They got the information, took it back home, and these maps was made to go back.
Look at this map. Like, what is this? So what was happening with these maps is you'll have people that go out, they'll get the land, and then they come back and they'll tell the map maker, this is what I saw. And the map maker, not going out there, would try to create something to send it out, just like this one. This makes absolutely no sense. And even there, right here. So this one's India. So see how it's separated?
Mm-hmm.
So this should be North America and then South America. I don't know what happened to Africa over here. It's like a dragon's tail or something. But this is all before. And this dude's high, I guess.
Damn. He blowing that good Chiba.
Yeah, and wind coming from everywhere. And they see Europe, Africa, South America, North America, in a little mini boat.
Blowing harder than that Peru tribe yesterday.
Oh, dang. And this was not too bad, but see, they're all separate.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, what year was this came out?
So this one was 1546.
1546, okay.
Pierre Desilaire's world map.
So
and then
when they mapped up everything. Hold on, go back to that. Did they got any people in that one? Or is it just
I don't see anything. They did I don't know what the hell they did.
No, we want to look for the people. We gotta find the people. Looking for the people.
Yeah.
I don't think that one has any.
Oh, okay, so
now we can't get it too excited because it's the Europeans drawing these maps now. It's a little different than what those pictorial maps that we saw from the indigenous.
This one's got green everything. With the baby. I don't know what's up with them babies on the top.
That's a little baby right there. That's a little Gerber baby.
But I did notice there's a 1501 map and it showed a lot of vegetation. And it said it's one of the best ones the earlier ones. I think it was like 1501. Oh, maybe it's this one. Yeah, look.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. What years was this one again?
So this one's 1500. Okay. Juan de la Casas. He's actually, I believe he was on the ship. He actually went out, I believe.
Yeah.
Because remember, this was the one where I had the interactive one where it brings you through all the pieces of this map, because this one has a lot of hidden details. Like it has biblical. It's hard to see. It has biblical stuff on here. And this is all the biblical stuff they put on this map before they even knew about America. So this is one of those maps where there's no way America is the old world of the Bible, because they literally put everything over here before they even found this in 1500. So, but yeah, that's the dangers of the maps and the progression. All these.
So it's safe to say there's been an evolution in the chart making and mapping. This just didn't come overnight. And these maps, these are conquest maps. And during the Asia exploration,
Yeah, and this is the technique they use to brainwash people. They don't. They look at any sign of development, and they twist the story to mean that these people changed it. So they don't have. There is no such thing as development to them. So they go, "Oh, this is what the map really was," and they trying to hide something. No, they were. It's a work in progress.
Yep.
That's what it is. But they use that people's lack of comprehension of what's going on in history and how things get to the point that they are in present time, and they, indoctrinate them through there too. So any sign of development, they're gonna turn it into somebody's it's a conspiracy theory or some shit, instead of just saying this person was the best they had at the time. And then as time goes on, they get more accurate with the maps.
Yep, that and the time skip. Like if you're not really savvy on those dates, man, they'll screw your head up with the time skips they do. Show me before 1492. We'll see here in 1600.
1600. It's like, yo, that ain't before 1492. It's good enough. Like, damn, that's how y'all do y'all. But see, what y'all saw happening to us is what they do to people. Now think about that. Somebody who's just lost, they maybe not, they don't read that much. They're not an avid reader. They don't really study history, none of that stuff. And then they hear this person talking, and then they bullying them, and then throwing a whole bunch of shit at them at one time. They just gonna be in the corner, quiet, like, oh, okay, I'm Indian.
Right. They just attack you, man. And they're really convincing and charming with how they persuade their alleged evidence or whatever you want to call it at people that might be a little naive or might not be well studied on certain subject matters like we are. So we know they full of shit. We like, all right, yeah, okay, yeah.
And then also they get you with certain buzzwords as well. Like when they try to throw his mom in there, saying, "Oh, that's one of your elders." Like, shit, I'm in my 40s. I'm an elder too.
Shit. Like I'm damn near 50 years old.
It's like they don't mean anything to me. You in my age bracket.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they was talking about.
Yeah,
they was the ones that should have been talking anyway. Like it happens that opium is up there doing it, but his elders should be doing it. But hey, that was good to know.
Yeah, I mean,
that was good to know. So I mean, I can take that. My apologies, opium. But the rest of the shit is cap. You can have some black in you, but the other shit you still capping, bro. It don't make a goddamn difference. And those people, once you bring up those people in that picture, I don't know which one did y'all ever get to, because I was walking away, coming back and forth. Did y'all ever get to who is the relative in that picture? That he's talking about?
Hold on. You know what? Let's just do this first. Let me make
because
sure
I know
show
two
this.
of them I looked at on the list. They were African. They were of African descent.
But there's only, let me see. So, and then here's the other thing that he did. He literally has a video where he's like, "Let me tell you the story." And then he was like, "I was standing outside with a friend and we were talking, and then I showed him this picture," and he literally showed a picture on Google. Like, I'm like, who does that? I wonder if his page is still there. I should show that shit. But it was literally like this. I mean, he pulled it, not like an actual picture neither, but the only two would be him and him, right? One of them, let me see.
You saying those are the only possible relatives?
When I first looked at it, I was like, okay, these are the only possible ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, let me see if this comes up. Let me put this back here.
Oh, look at them dates. Look at them names. Is that they whole names under there? Yup.
Yep. So that's what I did. I went through each one.
And remind you, listen, this is what they're saying is disrespectful. In case some people who were in that live, or if y'all peeking through the window, this was supposedly disrespectful, public information.
Yeah, and they're part of like Congress. The first color. So they're like, oh, this is my family. No, bro, it don't work that way. This is like literally public. So it goes over all these. So lifelong freedman. See, I haven't seen this one, but let me see. He was a lifelong freedman. This one is, let me see. Does it say which one's which? Okay, yeah. So that's this right here is the first one. This Harem Rebels. He said John White. Wait. He said
one?
White. Nigga, there ain't nobody named White. Didn't she say White?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go back and look at the list again because that's probably why. Because I was looking and I pulled it up. I didn't see that. I looked at like 5 different people. 2 of them I couldn't really find a background. It didn't lead nowhere. But I didn't see a John White. Let me double check.
I swear, ain't that what she said?
Say
It
that
was
again.
something White.
She said White for the last name. Did she not?
Yeah.
I think I heard that.
Because ain't nobody last name White on here.
Oh shit! Can we
I don't
do
know
it?
if she was talking about them specifically or just surnames that she descends from.
Maybe surnames.
And then he also showed her the picture again. He was like, all right, just look at these. Now look at me. It's like, that don't say nothing. Man, what is that?
You know which one I look like.
Yeah, and he's the only one right here. He's the only one. And this is the same guy. Let me see. That should be Robert C. D. Large. But I believe that's the one that is they don't know if he's was born here or what. So yeah, so his parents may have been free and members of different races or mixed race himself, but some records indicate he was born a slave. Either way, remarkable, he completed a high school education at Charleston Wood High School before entering politics. So that's what's his documentation.
Okay. Joseph Rainey, Robert B. Elliott, Jefferson Long, Josiah Walls.
He was born a slave. So look, he was born a slave.
There's no John White.
Let me see. Anybody in the chat remembers what she said?
Where he was from?
Or computer audio, that'd be great too.
They said she said he was what, from Germany?
I can't remember, man. That was a weird.
Russia.
Russia.
Could have sworn it was Russia. Somebody said something about Russia.
Oh, I remember her saying Russia.
Somebody said something about Russia.
I know I heard Germany for sure. Germany and somewhere else. Damn, what is it?
I don't think anybody in here was from Germany.
Sprechensenditch.
And France? Was it Germany and France? Damn, because B for real said some shit too, so I'm gonna probably make them both.
Many European countries coming up, but yeah, French would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, there's no man unless he got this book and was like, oh, I think your name is White.
Yo, we were really sitting up there talking about some people that's not even on the list.
Probably.
Like that's not connected to them and shit.
Man, they ain't even like. Let me
see. Well, Mr. Wright. There goes Jefferson, right? Jefferson, Benjamin. There goes Hiram of Mississippi, Joseph Rainey. Yep, and Elliot. There's no John White. And even if we getting that first name wrong, y'all did say White. I remember that for sure.
And then
this is why you got to be careful, man. That's why I say that in controlled environment. If he was doing that shit right here, we wouldn't miss that. he would have been stuck.
So what is this saying, y'all? What are we saying here pertaining to the conversation that we had earlier?
We're sitting here he's not tied to this. If the person that he was saying was here is John White.
Because the name was John White, is that right?
Yeah,
I think okay, here's the other thing it could be. Remember, it was how many people? I think when he read that page, it said the 46 members. Maybe
right,
it was
but
under the other people.
But here's the thing. Dang, he made this shit. Did I save it? Please tell me I saved it.
We got to get that audio.
Because he showed this exact picture and he showed it again today, and then that's when he took the pictures. Like, don't it look like me? I'm like, hell no, I don't look like you. What the fuck you talking about?
You look like Show Bob, bro. That's what you look like. I'm fucking with you, so don't take it personal.
Opium did good on that live, though. I thought he was.
Yeah, Opium did good, man. And shout out to your mom, though, for real.
Who did good on there?
Opium. You don't. This Opium is the one that plays victim.
I don't know. At least with me,
very disrespectful a couple months ago. I'm talking about he was threatening you every other sentence. I'm gonna kill you all.
Dude, that's what he was doing.
He tried me.
He was a whole asshole at first, but I think you just gotta like just let him know that you need to be fucked with, and he won't fuck with you.
He said a couple things and then he shut his mic off.
Yeah,
he said a couple things, shut his mic off. I ain't playing with that, man.
Yeah, I know he get on my nerves too. He used to all the time, but like now he don't say shit to me like that like he used to. Not like I cussed him out one time when I first came in the door. Because he got mad, like he said something, and I got mad. I'm like, bro, why every time I come on here, you got some negative ass shit to say to me, man? When I'm trying to have a conversation, beef raw, we got our beef, but she'll have us on there, and I'm talking, and he's like, "What about my daggone grandma?" I'm like, man, come on, bro. I ain't talking about it like that.
And then right after that, he invites you to have a conversation about
it.
That
is like rub you the wrong way, like I don't.
Talk about my mama for. Okay, now. Let's talk about my mama. Like,
but Opium, if you out there, shout out to your mom for coming out there and just having that discussion. No disrespect to her at all. And I hope ain't nobody perceive that as disrespect either. I don't think Rob was being disrespectful.
No, I asked her questions. I don't know why people was getting all butthurt. It's like, you know what? You can't, because I did that with when they were asking B for all questions. That one dude came up there. You can't be asking her no questions. It's like, man, what is up with y'all?
Y'all tripping. Because y'all asked us as many damn questions.
Very disrespectful.
About Africa. What about the slave trade? What about the ships? We just asking y'all the same shit y'all would ask us. Is about
and look,
don't
if that was look, let's keep it 100 though, right? Opium is very outspoken, right? I call him a loose cannon, right?
Yeah,
he would have said it was disrespectful.
Yeah,
he didn't say that.
Fuck yeah! If he says something,
letting him have a conversation. Yeah. And when she was done, he wanted to join in on the conversation, so he ain't had no problem with it. Everybody else, and that's disrespectful.
Shout out to Opium because he was kind of reserved normally because normally he'd be kind of on some crazy shit. Rob, he's like that with you because he feel like he got to sniff you out. That's what he do. He just sniff motherfuckers out and want to pick at you a little bit, and then after you kind of bark back at him, he is like, all right.
Kwame was the highlight, bro. That Kwame was up there.
Yo, somebody get that man some milk. He mad as fuck right now.
I bet you, man. He was crying in the car.
He is hurt. I mean, I'm telling you, man, that sharecropping, and when I checked him on that shit done damage. He really hurt. And then you come up there and with the name jump. And the comedy jump.
Oh, Kwame Tyson over there, mad.
Rob is over there riding. He's looking for his bike. Rob just riding around.
He
riding the circles
looking
around.
Right dead in his face while he's riding it too.
Nigga, your bike right there.
Oh yeah, I'm riding your shit, nigga. What? What you gonna do? I dare you to take it back.
Yeah, no. Like I said, all these people are African, man.
Rob, if you could get on the pegs.
Yeah, no, they were arguing about these people not being African on this picture, right? Now these are part of the Black Congress, right? Let's get back on track, right? Black congressional members, right?
Yep.
See, African descent, people.
This is what I don't understand, man. They're arguing about people that were in the middle of slavery.
Now hold on, now this was like what, Reconstruction,
right?
Right.
these people came straight because this was 10 years after, or no, I'm sorry, not 10 years. This was six years.
Yeah, that's in progress. Yeah.
6 years after slavery.
Okay. So yeah.
So these people all lived through it.
Right. And you know what? To be honest, you did have probably some of the best times in African American history. You had some wealthy Africans that come out the gate running when they were free for the first time, and you see cities and stuff emerging and stuff out of that. You see a little bit of black wealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see a little bit of power in Congress.
Yeah, it had to be there if they put up barriers. This has already been proven that they put up barriers to make it complicated for us to reach those certain positions. And so that means the problem was there.
Hold on, what year is this?
So no. So what it was this is what happened. So right around slavery, and this is something they said when I'm like, man, you are totally oblivious to what happened. So when the Union won, they still had that presence down there. So the South couldn't do what they wanted to do. It wasn't until 1900, I believe it was, when they made a deal. I believe it was when they made a deal for the presidency, and they said, hey, we'll give you this if you take all your Union soldiers to the North. Just take them back. Let us states' rights. When they left, that's when they kicked all the black people out of the Republican stuff. So that's maybe a little off on the time frame, but pretty much that's exactly what happened. And when you look at let me see if somebody can help me out in the comments. Somebody should know this one. But they literally, like I said, that's why there was a big thing with the Republicans thing, is they'll get to a certain time, like the 1900s, and it's like, where did all the black people go?
You had a time where shit was just getting on. What year was this right here? Right. Okay. 1874, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So yeah, that was a pretty unique time. You had a lot of African Americans that emerged around that time, especially around that time. And this was a pretty good time. You had Abraham Galloway came out of this group of people here. He was from the Carolinas and shit. He was a spy, all types of shit. I'm gonna try to talk about him maybe hopefully on Saturday a little bit. He was in a congressional member of the office as well. And then you get that whole era, right? And then you had the pushback. So you see this in America, hey, everything's cool and waddy, woo, 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 everything looks good. And then the people that see certain black people exercising their freedoms and shit didn't like that shit. So then you fast forward to 1898 in Wilmington, North Carolina, where you have a whole race riot because they didn't like the way shit was going on. Same thing in Tulsa. So you just see these pushbacks and stuff.
God, what was it? I can't remember here. 100. It was politics, but like I said, it was like the last time someone black was in any kind of power. Is they kicked everyone out, and it was like
the 1889, bro.
Was it 1889?
Well, yeah, they did it in Wilmington, North Carolina. Remember the coup d'etat? Because Alex Manley, his newspaper shit got burnt down because North Carolina politics at the time, the racial atmosphere was crazy. They had a white Declaration of Independence and all types of shit, and they had a conspiracy to take over the black leadership that was in Wilmington at the time. You had black city aldermen and all types of shit in the city of Wilmington at the time. Abraham Galloway, before then, he was part of a militia. He would go kick the KKK's ass, all types of shit. But Abraham Galloway was a bad dude, and a lot's not talked about him. So I'm gonna try to at least touch base a little bit on him. But yeah, he came through clearing a lot of that racist shit up in Carolinas. He recruited about maybe 5,000 freed black men to serve in like in the army. And then fought for rights and all types of shit. Like, he was a bad dude. He was a spy, all types of shit. This dude was just probably phenomenal. But when he died, a lot of that leadership might have like died with him, and you didn't have any black leadership rise up in Carolinas. Then you have 1889 or 1898, I believe, when they came in and they just kicked the black people out of Wilmington. And then you had the red shirts because of the Spanish War that was going on. They was coming home. These guys, these red shirts. That's why the color red and the whole Republican Party and shit, the red hat and all that. You have a lot of that. We'll call them. They come home, and they had a pretty much disdain for African American people exercising their rights and stuff. But yeah,
God,
yeah.
That's gonna bug me because I used to know it. Hey Perry, if you're still here, do you remember when the South made a deal? I think it was they made a deal for either the president or some kind of thing, but they kicked all the black people out of pretty much the Republican officials, and they claimed everything in the South. Do you remember that? Because I want to say it was like 19. It was 19 something.
Oh, in the 1900s.
Yeah, because it was like because they couldn't do anything, right after slavery because when they won the war they still had the Union troops like pretty much in the area, and then they did the whole states' rights thing and says, you know what, we'll let you keep this if you give us control back. And then once they did that, that was it. It was game over at that point. But I can't remember exactly what it was. I haven't been on my political rants in a while.
Yeah.
I totally switched gears. But it was, hold on, when did Jim Crow start? Because I think that's what it ultimately ended up happening. My dates messed up.
Was it the 1960s?
No, it was earlier than that.
It was earlier. Okay.
Maybe it started in 84. Or because Jim Crow followed it. But like I said, it was pretty much, I'd have to find it and then bring it back. I got to actually think about it. But like I said, what ended up happening was they didn't kick them out, but they made a deal. The troops went back north, and then they just laid waste in the South. And then you don't see this, the Black Republican, because you notice, oh, wait. Maybe this is, and
was this in the 1800s?
It was after slavery and before at least 1910. Black and of black.
Yeah, this is 19.
Well, you do remember the coup in Wilmington, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's when a lot of that shit was going on, right around, but between the late 1800s into the the 1900s, where the opposition was just like, we ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, because it makes it look weird, because when you look back in history, and I'll have to find it, I'll find it, but it makes it look weird in history because when you look back, it's like, oh, we were in government, we were this, all the way up to like the 1900s, and then it was just like nothing. And it's like, well, what happened? And it was just that little detail, but I can't.
I think I kind of feel like I know what you're talking about, but I'm not ain't on politics right now either. I think I kind of vaguely remember a little bit now that you're saying something. But I know one thing. I know blacks have heavily held office in the in the 1800s with that pictures you saw illustrated up into 1898, and then when they got pretty much ran out, they didn't hold office until like the late 1900s. You dig what I'm saying? Especially in the Carolinas, they didn't see one until like 1980 something or 90 something. It was weird.
Yeah.
But you had a couple of black.
Yeah, I'll have to.
1876, but as early as 1876, not 1960s, as the Philadelphia conventioners suggested GOP leaders began to abandon Black Americans.
Is that when we hold on? Is that
true.
when the Republicans switched to Democrat and shit?
Well, they were actually doing that starting before. So everybody thinks that it happened over civil rights. It actually started in like I think it's early as the 40s. And because what they did was a lot of people say the switch was a myth. So they call it a myth. And what they do is they'll do like the same kind of argument. Well, name me someone that switched. The only person that switched was damn it, was it Thurman? I can't remember. Only one person really switched when you actually look at it in civil rights era. But here's the thing. When you go to this Library of Congress in the newspapers, you can literally pull up switch or the switch thingy, and it pulls up a whole bunch of articles. People saying that this isn't the party. We're switching to Democrats. We're Republican. And there was a lot.
Was it around like the 1920-ish time?
It was all the way through, even as early as Kennedy, because some said that they were going to switch because of Kennedy.
Because I heard there was a lot of shit. I heard there was a hurricane and there was a lot of shit that led up to it. The disaster relief, the Red Cross that was in the Black communities didn't respond to. You know how a hurricane come through and you have relief and shit now? Well, back then, them shits used to come and they never gave relief to the Black neighborhoods. Remind you of Katrina, right? So one of the stories that I've heard, I haven't really researched it since I heard this story, is one of the reasons why the persons that was in charge of that shit disenfranchised the Black people, and they didn't get a lot of the stuff that they needed prior post the disaster relief type shit. So that's just one instance I've heard from Rick. I've always wondered, especially why. I haven't really studied up on that enough to be like, yo, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, is this it?
But we might need to dig into that if politics as usual.
Yeah, it's ugly. I'm glad for the break. I was about to actually reply to one guy when he was talking about the Confederate flags, and I was like, nope, I don't need that drama right now. That's
deal with that.
It's a different type of drama too.
That shit is ridiculous.
That you'll lose your page quick.
Yeah,
man. Them jokers and on Facebook, because I go toe to toe with a lot of them on Facebook, and oh man, they go nuts. Super crazy. God, what is it? All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. So South makes deal. I want to say it was over the presidency.
Yo, I just got out of TikTok jail and I'm right back in TikTok jail. I'm kind of pissed off about that.
For how long?
I mean, to the 31st. Damn, ain't that a bitch?
There you go.
Oh, here we go. Let's try Union troops stay. South after Civil War. Let's try that.
Family, if you're in here and have not liked this video, go ahead and like that video up. Get this algorithm cooking. I ain't gonna be on that long anyway. You're gonna wrap this thing up here after a while. I got to go to work.
Here it is. I think this is it. Oh, well, this is a little bit. So you see right here where it says after the war ended in 1865, the U.S. Army occupied the entire South, but with a reduced force. Demobilization left fewer than 40,000 troops in former Confederate states in 1866. and the number continued to decline thereafter. So during Reconstruction, I think that's what it is. So this is the reason why Black people were able to do a whole bunch, because the army was still there and it was stopping them from doing what they wanted to do. Maybe 1900 was a little much. Yeah, so they were assigned a major role in the restoration and readmission of the southern states. They were frequently employed to protect Black voters and their white Republican allies from violence at the hands of ex-Confederates. In 1877. So that's what it was. So they were in there from what was it? 6 years, so 71, right? Or 72?
71, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think they were in office for that long. And that's pretty much happened. So when Reconstruction ended, the troops went back home. And that was it. It was game over at that point. So Union troops after Reconstruction.
Party time. Always party time.
What was this at?
Eddie Murphy. She parties all the time.
Yeah, this is stuff that I want to actually get back to, because I think that if anything, it's going to be that 100 years after slavery. That's going to be where nobody can really dispute. I mean, there was just a lot of damage that was done. A lot of damage. And that's where a lot of people, when you go into the discussion, especially political, and they want to, throw back, everything of, stereotypes and, black on black violence and all this other crap. You can't use slavery because everybody, used it as a shield. Well, my grandparents were slaves over in Ireland. We came over, we were slaves. So it becomes a moot point, because I don't think it's ever going to be agreed on. They're not going to see that. But after, when they release, I don't think there's been anybody that I know of. I may be wrong. There might be maybe one or something. But who got treated like us after slavery? Does anybody know of anybody in history?
Who got
Our
treated
known history?
us after slavery?
Say again?
Who you said who got treated like us after?
Right.
Slavery?
Not off the top of my head.
I can't think about that.
Like who got, history taken? All the stuff that happened to us, like, took our language, took our history. We don't really know, for the most part, who we really are. We got to do, all this other stuff. But now, after slavery ended, we still weren't considered anything. And it was pretty much a free-for-all for damn near 100 years. And then it still didn't stop when you get down to, today. It's just been a new medium. But what group actually went through that? And then every time I ask someone that, it's either one or two things. It's either, why can't you stop talking about slavery? It's like, I'm not talking about slavery. What happened after slavery? Well, we got Martin Luther King. It's like, what the fuck? Like, did you just time skip over all that? Mm-hmm. And that's where I developed the term time skip, because they would never address that 100 years. Never.
No, they like to move around.
Sliders.
Yeah, and then they hit you with the
old TV show.
The content of your skin and character. I'm like, God, really? That's it? It's like, what else did he say? Well, what did Morgan Freeman tell you? It's like, man, stop using black people to talk to me. What did Barbara Streisand say? Tell me about Barbara Streisand or Tom Hanks or something. But they always want to hit you with some, well, Morgan Freeman said this. Oh, okay. Lil Wayne said this. Your ass don't listen to Lil Wayne.
Being black, right?
Mm-hmm. Waka Flocka said.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates said.
No, Crazy Bone said. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about what.
Yeah, it's always like that. And I always ask him, like, yo, when you talk to like somebody that's like, I don't know, Asian, do you bring up somebody Asian or do you just talk to them? You know, why don't you tell me what Tom Hanks said? You know, just do something different. Tell me what a white person said. That'd be really different. But no, it's they tried Lil Wayne. Like some dude, he lived in, I don't know, like some back town. He was probably around in the 60s. I'm like, yo, ass don't listen to no Lil Wayne. Why would you even bring him up? That's when that year when Lil Wayne was full Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he I guess he said that, or he was pro police or something he said, but then when he brought that up, I was like, can you name me a song that Lil Wayne sings? Or raps? Well, it's like, don't bring him up, please. You're insulting me now. But yeah. So that's what I wanted to show you on this one. I can't remember, but the end of the reconstruction, I believe it is. And I appreciate that book. I'm gonna have to save that and put that in to the Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that shit out too. But all right, y'all, man. Thanks for showing up.
I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah,
hop his ass in the bed. I ain't gonna do too long of a closeout. Y'all just stay tuned. Thanks for the support. And hey, make sure y'all get y'all family records and shit right, because hey, they're gonna get somebody. They're gonna catch somebody slipping and they're gonna try to recruit them. And you don't want this happening in your family. So go ahead and get that shit prepared so that doesn't happen. Peace.
Thanks. Peace, brother.
All right, everybody. Thanks for having me again. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the live today if you had a chance to catch it. Also, whenever you see that Carolina Indian, give him hell, because he's supposed to come over here yet again. I tell you, these people. But I'll catch y'all on live. Peace to everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night.
Peace, brother Rob. Peace. Man, you still up, brother? They always be. Everybody say good night to Vant, yo. Peace, family. I'm gonna close Vant out for everybody, man. Shout out to Vant, man. He be working so hard. Yeah, family. Peace to everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yo, this is just one of those quick little joints. So I thought they was gonna hop on with us and they didn't. So that was a little disappointing, but we still carried the show. If you have not watched any of these videos that we put out, I suggest y'all go ahead and watch the videos. Watch these volume 1 through volume 6. These are phenomenal bodies of work. All right, family. So I hope all y'all have a good night. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me tonight. I hope all you guys have a good and safe rest of the week. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere for Saturday. I want all of you guys to catch us on Saturday. Again, we're going to try to pump this content out again for you guys on the history. You guys going to get some good treats, some good jewels and stuff like that we're going to be putting into the presentation. And just stay tuned for it, family. That's what's up. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Hit the notification. If you guys are viewing this for the first time and you appreciate me and the brothers putting this content down, go ahead and give us a follow, a like, and a share. That we definitely appreciate that. We appreciate all you guys. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out. If you haven't already, I'm sorry, check out portcityvibe.com. That's my online store. If you check out the store, you can go ahead and get you something nice. The necklaces and stuff that you see, I definitely sell those. I got some shipments coming in. I got my shipments going out. So anybody that got something and like, damn, man, what is this shit? It should be coming. And I apologize if you guys gotten it late, because I'm a one-man show. I got a whole job. And then after this, I'll be working too. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Again, make sure you follow and like and share. and I'll get right back at you. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and close out with the intro music I love so much, so dearly. All right, family. Peace out.